Gentlemen, it has been 12 years since the Two Cities update. 12 years since we got ourselves a new MVM tour. And you know what, boys? Finally, after 12 years, we are getting a new TF2 Man vs. Machine update. Wow. I never thought that this day would come. Now, I know I've been MIA. I know I haven't been uploading here or on the main channel, but do know that I have been present. I have been very present. And in fact, today, I have been given a present, because oh man, what a fucking day, dude. I'm gonna go over the update. I'm gonna talk about all my feelings on it as an MVM player, as the biggest MVM content creator, as the MVM guy. What do I think about what's going on here? Well, I'll tell you. Now, I'm not going to read through this because it really is just a bunch of, like, voodoo doublespeak. It can get very confusing. But there are some highlights here to note. Number one, the update was dropping right around the ancient Greek candy harvest festival of Halloween. That's obviously Scream Fortress. The maps did not need to be all Halloween themed. Thank fucking God. No Halloween theming, no aesthetic restrictions. If a map is already available and has a predetermined theme, assuming it fits within the confines of what is considered appropriate to the game's art style, whatever that means in the Valve team nowadays, they're going to put it in the game. Great. Awesome. That's the number one problem with a lot of Scream Fortress maps, is that they actually started off being normal community maps, hopefully trying to make their way into the game in their original visions. But for a long time, from 2018 to 2023, before the summer updates came in, the only time Valve would ever add maps was during Halloween, which needed to be Halloween themes, and Christmas, which needed to be Christmas themes. So if you did not have if you had a map that did not adhere to one of those two aesthetics, you just never got into the game. And so what ended up happening is a lot of these former map creators, or rather even current map creators, they would take their already existing maps, but then just give them a coat of snow. Right? Or paint them with some fucking bats and disheveled trees and whatever in order to actually give them the aesthetic that would make their way into the game. Ever since summer 2023, that isn't really a problem, but it is a needless restriction on workshoppers and map creators in order to get their items into the game. Not the case with this Man vs. Machine update. Thank fucking God. Number two, the other main thing here is let's put the fictional deadline on Wednesday, August the 27th. I've seen a lot of people say that this is way too short of a deadline. You cannot possibly make a map and test it and bug fix it and retest it and go through all that effort in 2 months. It isn't possible. I think Valve know that. I think they're not stupid enough to not know that. What I actually think this 2-month period is going to be is a consensus building, just a period for consensus building. There are so many community MVM maps in the game that have already been made, already been tested, and there's so many, man. There's like hundreds at this point. We need a moment in time to prune through all these map selections as a community and say, what are the best ones? I think they know we're going to do this, and that is absolutely correct. We are going to do this. So if you are a map creator and you're just hearing this now, you're probably shit out of luck, just being honest. But there's such an immense backlog of maps to work through that on a player-based perspective, we're going to be fine. And again, I think Valve has entirely accounted for this. They have literally community missions going back a decade. We're going to be fine. We're going to get some good stuff. Hopefully, if we all make sure that the right maps are promoted. So now there's the main question of, number one, is this going to be seasonal? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt this is going to be like all the other Scream Fortress maps where they're in for a month and then kicked out the door. I don't think that's happening. Can you imagine Valve adds in a new MVM tour and then everyone loves it, everyone's getting used to it, it takes over the meta, there's new in-game metas developing, you have all these different class comps going, and then they just take it out after people have been asking for this for literal over a decade at this point. Two Cities was 2013. I mean, we've been waiting so fucking long. Do I think they're going to keep it in for a month and then, yeet it and skeet it? No chance. No chance. It will stay in the game. Now, the main question is it going to be a man-up tour, a boot camp tour, or both? Well, I saw this earlier today. They added a 7-day trading limitation to Australian weapons. This, to me, cannot be coincidence. Really? You're adding in new trade restrictions to the biggest fucking lottery win item in the game mode right before announcing, just right before announcing, you're going to put new MVM tours in the game. I think this is not only going to be a boot camp tour, but also a man-up tour as well. So there will be Australians. Will there be new Australians, or will they recycle the loot tables from 2 cities, or will they do away with the robot parts entirely and then just go with the mecha engine, gear grinder, 1 weapon, no robot parts? We don't know. We don't know. Now, the funny thing is, I was actually planning on uploading a video on this channel quite literally tomorrow, talking about why I don't make videos on community MVM and why that is going to change. And the reason I wanted it to change, actually, let me pull up this poll real quick. So right here, here's the poll I did for my audience over a month ago. I asked, if you could all be as 100% as honest as possible, I'd really appreciate it. Has my content inspired you to start playing more MVM? And 45% of people have been influenced to play MVM either more or at all because of my videos. And I thought, well, if I did this for community MVM, imagine the bolstering of that game's community if I were to do that. And then maybe, just maybe, if it got more attention, Valve would take those community missions and put them into the game wholesale. Well, good timing. You didn't need my help on that one. I just want to say huge congrats to all of the community MVM creators. I'm happy that your work is finally going to get shown off. I know, obviously, I don't really make videos on it. There are more reasons than, the meme answer I give is, oh, I'm a loot addict and they don't have loot. I play games all the time without loot. I play TF2 all the time. I don't get a fucking goodie bag at the end. There's more reasons, right? But I use that as a cop-out answer. I'm very, very happy for all of you. You all 100% deserve this opportunity. I'm happy you're getting it. And I want to contribute my part to making sure that you guys really shine. It is my belief that we're not getting this every year. And good, we shouldn't get this every year. I think once every 5 years would be plenty, right? That's all I would ask for. So this will be our only shot, either ever or for a very long time, most likely. Let's make it good. And that segues into my plans as a content creator. I'll have a video on the main channel tomorrow. I know I've been MIA. I promise you I have been here, right? I'm chilling. I'm just, not really making videos that often anymore. Boy, has this lit my fucking fire. Oh, man, It's such a good day, man. Such a good day. But back to what I was saying, and I apologize for being scatterbrained. I want to stream. And I've wanted to stream for a while. And I haven't really pulled the trigger on it. I'm going to stream. And I'm not just going to stream TF2 in general. I want to stream community MVM missions. I want to show off the ones that are extremely highly rated, have amazing reviews to them, everyone loves playing them. I want to show them off on my stream to make sure that people really can get a taste of what they're going to experience when Man Up officially gets a new tour. I want to make sure that we get the cream of the crop, the best of the best. Obviously, I have biases. I'll try my best to keep them in check, right? I know there's a community MVM map that made me a final boss. Obviously, would I want that in the game for selfish reasons? 100%. But I gotta be objective, and I gotta look at what would be the best thing for the most amount of people. So I'm going to stream. That's going to be on my hit list going forward. If you are a community MVM contributor and you made a bunch of missions, send me your favorite ones. Send me all of your favorite missions. I'll hopefully play them on stream. Right? I don't know how much time I'll have, but I really want to put forth the effort to really show off what you guys have been doing. Because I've gone 4 years on this channel, and I haven't really done that. And there are, again, like I said, deeper reasons. I think now any reservations I may have had are off the table, and they're off the table basically forever. Obviously, this is going to be fucked on launch. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. This is going to be fucked on launch. There's going to be bugs up the ass, and glitches, and people disconnecting randomly, probably some queue issues, whatever. That's all to be expected. And so I'm tempering my expectations accordingly to make sure that things will not go well on launch. I know that's going to be, that's going to happen, obviously. But after those bumps are over, after hopefully the vast majority of those bugs and glitches are fixed, I think we have something really special. I think we are about to see the main content for the game, for thousands of players, make its way back in. and it's likely going to be a mainstay. So that's all I got. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll 100% make a whole video talking about what I want to see in the update, what missions I want in, what Australians I want in. There's been a couple of new choices that I've changed my mind on a fair bit. All I want to do is take the broad community consensus and put it together in one big package. So hopefully we make the update as good as it can possibly be. I hope this means that the MVM community is going to get even larger, going to get even stronger, going to dilute the field of whatever bad apples are there, and then the reputation of the game mode hopefully improves. I am optimistic, to say the least, because even though I've lost faith in Valve as a company, really, I have not lost faith in the community MVM map creators, because you guys do an impeccable job, and everybody loves you. So, that's all I got. See ya.